Hare Krishna,
Hare Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Krishna Krishna,
Hare Hare,
Hare Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Hare Rama,
Rama
Rama,
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Rasami Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Krishna Prabhuji, pranam. Dandavat pranam. Hare
Pranas
Krishna.
Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, Hare Krishna. Shall I give a short introduction about yourself?
Yes, Mataji.
Please
Yes,
permit me.
Mataji.
Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. My pranams to all assembled devotees. It is my great pleasure to warmly welcome you all to the journey of self-discovery, a thematic study of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. I'm very happy to see you all today and sincerely thank each and everyone for joining. Many parents had expressed their desire actually to start Srimad Bhagavad Gita classes. And although it has taken some time, by the mercy of the Lord, and we are blessed to begin it today. We are especially grateful that His Grace Shivguna Krishnadas Prabhuji has kindly accepted our request. And it's my great honor and privilege to introduce Prabhuji, who will be guiding us through these sessions. Prabhuji is the zonal president of ISKCON Kuwait. Prabhuji, along with his family, has been a dedicated practitioner of Krishna consciousness movement for many years. Prabhuji and Mataji have been serving the yatra in various ways and are deeply committed to study and share the teachings of our scriptures. With his humble nature and deep understanding of our scriptures, Prabhuji has been inspiring many devotees and guiding them to understand the true essence of life and to progress in the path of Krishna Bhakti. By the mercy of Guru and Gauranga, we are truly fortunate to have his association today. Let us welcome Prabhuji with gratitude and open hearts to receive his valuable guidance. Once again, thank you so much, Prabhuji, for accepting our request. Over to you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Humble pranams to all assembled Vaishnavas and Vaishnavis. And thank you, Mataji, and for your kind words and encouraging words. Even though I am not qualified as much as you said, I am trying to do whatever little service by the mercy of Lord and mercy of Vaishnavas and mercy of our spiritual master. And definitely by all your blessings, we'll be able to serve nicely. And like to thank you also, Mataji, for your enthusiastically arranging these sessions. It shows how much you are interested to spread the Krishna consciousness movement. As Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, Yara Deka Tare Kaha Krishna Upadesh. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, you speak about Krishna, spread the Krishna's message to whomever you meet. In that instruction, Mataji, I feel you are very sincere to trying to spread this knowledge, and definitely Lord will be very pleased. And also, I am seeing a very good turnout here. A lot of devotees, I think mostly from UAE. And I'm also seeing that Mataji is regularly taking Bhagavad Gita classes for children every Thursday. A wonderful thing, because children are actually considered to be the future of our society. To give them at a childhood gives it, like Prabhupada said, that you are molding a clay. It's very easy when it's wet, but when it becomes hard, it becomes more tougher. So it's a wonderful service you are doing, and thank you for arranging this session. And also, would like to thank all the devotees and the parents who are joined today. It's a very good start from your side. You are good. It shows your interest to know about the Lord, the divine teachings of the Lord. So it said that when we take one step towards the Lord takes 100 steps towards us. So we are taking towards one step to understand His instructions. Really congratulate all the participants for today's Journey of Self-Discovery program. Definitely it will be, by the mercy of the Lord, it will be having a transformative, enlightening experience for all of you. So we will be having these wonderful sessions every Saturday at the same time. And thank you all for encouragingly participating in this session. And so we will be discussing 6 sessions on the thematic study of Bhagavad Gita. Of course, we all know that Bhagavad Gita is having 18 chapters and it is having 700 verses. We are not going to go verse by verse or by chapter. We are going to see the entire theme of Bhagavad Gita, the essence of Bhagavad Gita, or the message of Bhagavad Gita. Because today is a very fast-paced world, people do not have much time to go into spend much time, But this will have a bird's overview of Bhagavad Gita. And of course, once you get this Bhagavad Gita knowledge, then when you are interested, you can dive deeper into the wisdom of Bhagavad Gita, the teachings of Bhagavad Gita. It's based on the individual's interest. But this is going to give you a bird's overview. And also, I would like to say that these 6 sessions today will be the search for happiness or the happiness equation. So this is like a puzzle. When you have a puzzle, you'll have a lot of things here and there. All these 6 sessions will be like a puzzle. When we will assemble together all the 6 sessions, then only we'll be able to understand. It's not that one session, definitely you will not be able to understand anything. Or you may be even shocked to know why Krishna is talking like that. Many of them, after the first session, they say, oh, it's very, disturbing us. So I would request whoever is attending, if you really want to know the complete meaning, you should attend all the 6 sessions. And you will get the complete picture as you assemble a jigsaw puzzle. On the 6 sessions, then you have the meaning, the purpose, the wisdom, the glory of the wisdom of Bhagavad Gita. Everything will be, you will be realizing that after completing all the 6 sessions. So with that note, once again, I extend my heartfelt welcome to all of you for this session of Journey of Self-Discovery, which is based on the timeless Vedic wisdom, Bhagavad Gita as it is, by Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, who is the founder Acharya of International Society for Krishna Consciousness. So with this introduction, so we would be starting today's session. Normally it takes about 90 minutes. Maximum 90 minutes we'll try to cover. And if at all there is questions, doubts, of course, there will be a lot of questions in spiritual life and spiritual knowledge. So if you have any questions, then at the end of the session, we'll have time to discuss whatever questions you have in the light of Srimad Bhagavad Gita. So with the prayers to the Lord, let us begin our today's session. And so I'll just share the slide so that we can see, and then it makes more interesting. Pictures speak more louder than words. So more than I'm talking, if you see the slides, I think then you'll be able to release the message of Bhagavad Gita with the pictures. So let me share my slide now. So hope my audio and my screen is visible. If you have any, because we are doing an online class, if you have any glitches, anything, let me know in the chat box, or even Rasamai Mataji, she can call me on the phone or message me, because I do not know, sometimes I'm online or how. So if there is some issues, let me know. If my audio is not clear or the slides are not changing, please let me know so I can adjust accordingly. Hare Krishna. So this is a 6-day session actually conducted all over ISKCON, all over the world, we can say, the journey of self-discovery, trying to understand ourselves, who we are, what is our role in this material world, how to achieve happiness, why I am suffering. So there are a lot of wonderful, important topics we will be covering today. The first session today will be discussing is the happiness equation. Very, very important session. We are all hankering for happiness from the womb until the tomb. We are actually looking for happiness. And if at all we are looking for happiness, when the question of happiness comes, we always pray to God that we should be always happy. So we will see in the session 2, is there really a God who is controlling things from above or from within? Because if there is no God, then why we should strain for him? So the second session will be the God mystery, the biggest mystery. The people debated from the beginning of creation. There's one party saying there is God, and the majority say there is God. Minority, they oppose. There is no such thing called God. It's only our imagination of human fertile brain. So session 3 will be, what about me? Okay, God is there. What about me? What is my relationship with God? Is there any relationship with Him? So all about me is discovering ourselves. What is our real identity? And what is my relationship with God? That will be session 3. And session 4 will be religion on trial. As soon as we speak of religion, immediately people have different opinions. Some say because all the fights, all the wars are happening because of religion. Religion is not establishing peace. So better eradicate religion. Then people will be very happy. There's a set of people who argue like that. So religion on trial. Is religion really doing good to people, or is religion harming the people in name of good? So that we'll discuss in session number 4. And the most important session, why do bad things happen to good people? This everyone in their life, at least one time, they will have this question in their life. Why do bad things happen to good people, or why do good things happen to bad people? So this is a very perplexing question. Even the pious people, they also have a question. If there is God, then why do bad things are happening to good people? And then finally, we are seeing the last session, that is life applications. Today in mobile, we are having so many applications for each and every thing, utilities. Now, Bhagavad Gita also has some life applications, because whatever we see on the first 5 sessions will be theory, and the 6th session will be practical. We need to apply the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, the jnana of Bhagavad Gita, and to make it a vijnana, means a realized knowledge, we need to apply. So that will be the practical application of the teachings of Bhagavad Gita, which will be the ultimate, the cake, which we will be taking, which will help us to transform ourselves into a better human being, the happiest person, the peaceful person, and also help us to share this happiness with others. So all these are actually very, very important topics which we have to know in our life. The happiness, because we are striving for happiness from our young age. We need to know there is really a God in this universe. We need to know what is our real identity in this world. And do we need really religion in this world to have a better human society? And if at all is there, all these things are there, then why do bad things happen to good people? And finally, the last session will be the life applications. So as I said earlier, we need to and means attend all these sessions in order to assemble the jigsaw puzzle, to get the right meaning and the wisdom from the teachings of Bhagavad Gita. So we will start today with the first session, the happiness equation. So before beginning into the class, let us humbly pray to the lotus feet of Shri Krishna, the teacher of Bhagavad Gita, to enlighten us, inspire us, so that the right words and our consciousness who are attending also is able to perceive the message in a profound way, in an enlightening way, so that they get more inspired to understand, realize this knowledge and apply in their life. So let us pray to the Lord, and also let us pray to the Vaishnava Acharyas who have given this knowledge to us through the Guru Parampara, because without saintly people, we will not get this knowledge. If there are no saints, definitely if we read Bhagavad Gita, we will not understand anything. Definitely. So it is them, they are mercifully giving this knowledge to every one of us by their purity, by their devotion, by their connectivity with the Lord. They are giving this knowledge. And we will thank His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada for offering us this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita through his Bhagavad Gita as it is. So let us all offer the prayers and then proceed to today's class. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jananjana Shalakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Utapatakalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Radhanatanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parjana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitam He Krishna Karuna Sindho Deenabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Vancha Kalpatarvascha Kripa Sindhubhyevacha पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। मुगं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लङ्घयते गिरिं यत्कृपातं वन्दे श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणं परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्यईश्वरं। नमः ओं विष्णुपदाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौर भक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So today is the first session, Wisdom from Bhagavad Gita, the journey of self-discovery, session 1, the happiness equation. So we are going to understand how we can be happy in this world. You can see whenever we see people with smiling face, we are so happy. And we always say smile is a universal language which everyone can understand. And it is said that the face is the index of the mind. When we are happy inside, it is reflecting on our face. Especially we can see children, you can see that they radiate happiness because they are so innocent. But over a period of time, because of our stress, because of the problems we face in this material world, we tend to become more morose. So happiness is the biggest challenge we are always chasing after happiness from our childhood. They say like when we study good, we get a good college. When you get a good college, we get a good job to become happy. Then when we get a good job, we get a good spouse, husband and wife or wife. But again and again, even though we have achieved many of these things, still we find that this happiness is very evasive. It's like a butterfly. When we try to chase a butterfly, it flies away. But sometimes when you quietly sit on a park, it comes and sits on your shoulder. So let us unlock the mystery of this happiness equation, which every living entity in this world are hankering for. Not only human beings, even the animals are also hankering for happiness. You can see sometimes the dogs are cuddling, playing, the cat is playing. They're all looking for happiness. But human beings are very much behind this, chasing this happiness, to be happy. So what does Bhagavad Gita say on this happiness? So we can say that how many can claim to have attained it? Even if we have attained the happiness, we got the good marks, we have got the good job. Is that happiness staying for a long time or is it short-lived? Normally our experiences, we get happiness. We are not saying we don't get happiness, but it is very short-lived. It's momentarily. But we are always hankering for that eternal happiness in our life. We always want to be happy. As soon as we get happy, we are so happy because there is no job. We can relax in the home, be with the family. But that happiness again, Saturday evening, slowly it is disappearing because Sunday morning we have to run the race along with the world, the rat race. And again the stress catches up. So we are all hankering for happiness. We may achieve happiness, but how long this happiness is staying for? But we are looking for happiness which will never be removed from us. So here we will see a short video. So just, see, we can see if you are able to hear the sound, please. If you are not able to hear the sound, let me know. Otherwise, you can see this video. This is telling about the modern reality where we have artificial intelligence. But are we really happy?
Today's reality.
Sorry, 1 minute.
Lots of big houses, but small families.
Just give me 1 minute.
There's more education, but less common sense. Highly advanced medicines, but poor health. Touched moon, but neighbors unknown. High income, but less peace of mind. High IQ, but less emotions. Good knowledge, but less wisdom. Costly watches, but no time. Number of affairs, but no true love. Lots of friends on Facebook, no friends in real life. And finally, lots of human beings, but less humanity. you can see the mentality of today's world, that nobody is interested in helping each other. Whether a person die, they are more interested in sharing that event of accident on their social media accounts, which is a very painful reality to accept. Animals are not harmful for our earth, but humans have been exploiting the nature. We are only adding pollution to earth. Some unlucky old parents get respect from their family only after death. The internet has now become more important than water. The couple before 14th Feb and couples on 14th November. YouTubers are more successful than the university graduates. A mother can take care of 2 children, but those 2 children can't even take care of one mother. While people are wasting food just because they don't taste good, but on the other side, someone is praying for some food.
So these are true reflections of today's reality. It may look negative, but this is true. But we want to change ourselves. We want to change ourselves. We want to change our society for a better place, change this world. So in that way, definitely Bhagavad Gita's wisdom will help us. So we understood, we saw the video, how far it is true. We all have our own realization, how far these things are very true in this today's society. So let us go into this, like with this today's situation, with this artificial intelligence, we are going into actual intelligence, AI. AI is also actual intelligence. Bhagavad Gita revives our actual intelligence. Okay, so here we will see, we can see there are number of living beings in this world around many categories, humans, reptiles, birds. So many species of life is existing on this small planet called Earth in this infinite cosmos. So we can see that broadly, if you categorize, there are humans at one side and the animals on the other category. Okay, because humans are very unique in their many of these functions. And we can see what are the common things and differences between humans and animals. So the common things between humans and animals are, we can see with this acronym, we can remember seed. These are the common things between humans and animals. We see first the broad category. So many species. In the species, we are categorizing as humans as one species, and all the animals come in one category. The common things between humans and animals are seed. What is a seed? Sleeping, eating, enjoying, and defending. Okay, these are the 4 things which is common to humans and animals. You can see sleeping. We are all sleeping every day, night, sometimes in the daytime also. But animals are also sleeping. You see the polar bear there is sleeping on the very happily on a tree. All the animals are sleeping. Okay, and so this is common. And eating, we are also eating very nice food. The animals are also eating. Without food, they cannot also not survive. And enjoying or mating, we can say. Enjoyment or mating. Human beings are also enjoying mating. The animals also mate for their preservation of their own species. They are also doing the same. And defending, we saw the current war now going on between major countries, major powerful countries, still not stopped. All the common people are affected very badly because of so much issues because of this war. So we are defending. Every country is defending. So many missiles are being intercepted by every country here in the Middle East to protect, defending, right? Every interceptor cost millions of dollars, one interceptor. So they are using defending because there is a threat for their country. Animals also, when there is a threat, you can know they have their claws, they have their teeth, they fight to survive. They say survival of the fittest. In this world of struggle for existence, who will be surviving? The survival of the fittest. So all these four things, eating, mating, sleeping, defending, if you want to remember, the common things, you remember the acronym called SEED: sleeping, eating, enjoying, and defending. These four things are common to humans and animals. Now, what is the difference? We saw the common things. In basic desires, we are same with animals. There is no difference. What is the difference? The difference is we are having higher intelligence than animals. The animals never know what is artificial intelligence. We have reasoning skill. We ask questions. Why does the sun come in the east? Huh? Why does, there is a global warming? Why there is a temperature rise? We are reasoning everything, questioning. If you see Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, it is full of question and answers. Human beings are always having questions. The animals never question. They never question anybody. We have thinking capabilities. And we have also logical intelligence. Today, we have so much of intelligence. From actual intelligence, we have developed up to the artificial intelligence. So, but you can see these all four things, reasoning, questioning, thinking, logical intelligence, are also existing in animals in some degree. But they are using this for the pleasure of only seed. Like if you see a cat, if it is entering a house, it is also knowing if the owner is there, it goes very silently inside the kitchen and slowly it will take the milk. If you see a rat or a cockroach, as soon as you put a light, it immediately knows that my life is in danger. It has that logical intelligence, immediately is hiding into a dark space. So they are also having some kind of reasoning, questioning, thinking, logical intelligence. If you train a dog, if you train a dolphin, they do same like humans. They jump the ring, they run the high jump. Everything is doing by the animals by proper training. Means they also have intelligence. They also have some kind of reasoning, but they will use only for these four things. What are the four things they will use this? Only for sleeping, enjoying, and eating and defending. Now, then how are we special? If we have the same thing which the animals are having, animals are using for seed, we are highly developed, evolved species. Even Charles Darwin said, we are the developed, most advanced species on this earth. And if you say there's a person who is very intelligent in the class, he should contribute something constructive to the society, to the class, to the school. Like we have the scientists, they should contribute something to society to solve the problem. But if they are also like animals, what is the use of their intelligence? So, how are we special? Why are we called so special in this planet Earth? So, what are the four material needs common between humans and animals? Seed, we already saw. Now comes a very important sloka from Mahabharata. Ahara nidra bhaya maitunam cha samani eti pasubir naranam dharmo hi tesham adhiko vishesho dharmena hina pasubir samanam. So, very, very important sloka. Ahara means eating, nidra means sleeping, bhaya means fearing for life, maitana means sexual. It's like the mutual eating, mating, sleeping, defending. Ahara, nidra, bhaya, maitunam cha. Samanya means equal. Etad. Pasuvir narana. Pasu means animal, narana means human beings. This eating, mating, sleeping, and defending is common to both humans and animals. We all know, we all eat, we all sleep, we all defend, and we also have mating, sexual pleasures. Same animals are also having. Third line is important. Dharmo hi tesham adhiko vishesho. The scripture says dharma. Dharma means how to live a right life. We know the dharma, artha, kama, moksha. We say these are the purusharthas. Dharma means living rightfully. The animals do not know if I am stealing or not stealing. It can go and take anything and anywhere. It does not care for a red signal. It can cross the road. But living rightfully, dharma, what is rightful living or spiritual life, we can say. Dharmo hi tesham. Adhiko vishwa, the special quality of a human being is dharma. To live rightfully, not in a wrong way. That dharmena hina, if the dharma is not there for the human being, pasubir samanam is equal to an animal. This is what scriptures are saying. Very harsh, but it's very true. The only special gift the human being is having with this logical intelligence, reasoning, and all these things is to live rightfully in this world. Dharma. Dharmo rakshati iti dharmaha. If you protect dharma, the dharma will protect you back. If you live rightfully, you will be protected at the right time. So dharmo hitesham adhiko vishesha, the special quality endowed for the human being is dharma. If the dharmena hina, if the dharma is not there, pasubir samana. So sleeping, eating, enjoyment, and defending, these are all common things. So how are we special? We are having the ability for inquiring, is there a God? And an animal never can ask this question. We never see in the history so far, millions of years in the creation, an animal is coming and asking, is there really a God existing? What is the purpose of my life? Why I am living? What is my goal? Why am I suffering? No, we did not see any animal so far asking. But the human beings are asking. There are scripture, there are sadhus, there is so many resources where people are, so many books available because we had so many questions, so many books are there, universities are there, colleges are there to understand our questions. So ABC is our special ability for higher inquiry. Higher inquiry means apart from eating, mating, sleeping, and defending, the bliss which we can experience from animals, we can experience higher quality of happiness and the choice we can make. Should I go? Should I not go? Animals respond based on instincts, but we respond based on our choice. And the determination to pursue things. We see the players, sports player, they are so much determined to excel in their field. So reasoning, thinking, questioning, intelligence, these are the special qualities we have. Even though animals use this for their own seed, we have to use that. We are special here. We have to use for a higher inquiry. So this is basically saying that human being should inquire. He should inquire. When he's inquiring, he is getting promoted. Inquiring about what? Ability for higher inquiry. Should know about God. God has given this special intelligence to know about him. That's why I said, if you do not use that, what do they use? Like if you have a costly iPhone and you are just using that phone only like a Nokia phone, just for calling phones, calling somebody, you are actually utilizing that phone. So God has given us some higher intelligence for a specific purpose and to know about him. And if you inquire about that, you are promoted to higher life. If you are not inquiring, then God will think, I have given him something very valuable, which he is not using. So let me take it, because he's not using. Whichever is not being used, it loses its power. Like we have a fracture in our hand. We tie it for 1 month. Then if you see, the hand does not move easily because we did not use it. So anything which is not used, it goes away from us, back to animal life. This is what scripture is saying. That inquiry is very much important. Part of this inquiry only, you are attending this class, you want to know what is Bhagavad Gita is teaching about. So this is A, ability for higher inquiry. B is bliss, seeking higher levels of pleasure. So there is physical pleasure. When you watch a movie, you get some kind of pleasure. You eat a nice food, you are experiencing some kind of food pleasure. Sometimes people travel 60 kilometers, 100 kilometers just to go to a restaurant to taste certain dishes because it gives kind of pleasure. And then eating, mating, sleeping, this all gives some kinds of physical pleasure. Then there is emotional pleasure, like when you watch a movie, when you watch a cricket match. Now cricket match is going on. People get so much emotional. The people in the stadium, they have become so much emotional when their team is performing well. Or if the team is not performing well, they sometimes cry. Some people get heart attack. Emotional pleasure. So that is why watching movie or watching a sports, when you see the physical pressure, emotional pressure is still more higher. The quality of happiness experienced in emotions or loving exchange between husband and wife or between a teenage boy and teenage girl is much more than physical pleasure. So whatever experienced by emotional happiness, experienced by emotional pleasure is higher than physical pleasure. Then there is intellectual pleasure. When you solve some problems, when you play a chess, you have something, when you achieve something through your intelligence, intellectual pleasure is still higher. When you take some critical decisions and it becomes successful, you become so happy, it is higher than emotional pleasure. Now, many of us, you have not achieved the fourth domain called spiritual pleasure. Ramante yogino anante sachidananda chidatmane. The scripture says, this spiritual pleasure is unlimited happiness. Many of us, we did not have access to this spiritual pleasure, but by proper knowledge and by proper training and by proper practice, we can experience this higher grade of spiritual happiness within ourselves. All this pleasures, physical pleasure, emotional pleasure, intellectual pleasure, you experience when you go outside. But the spiritual pleasure, Ramante Yogino Anante Chidananda Chidatmane. So it is experienced within the heart of the living entity. That is the highest grade of happiness a human being can experience in this world. So, third is choice, the power to choose action and reaction. So, every time we do something, we have a choice. They say life is between, birth, B, and D is death. There's a big line. There's a 2 point. B is 1 point and D is 1 point. Birth and death. In between this is C, choice. We can always have a choice from our birth, whether to do this, whether to do that, whether to live rightfully or whether to earn money illegally, or whether should I do engineering or whether should I medicine. So according to the choice, we are actually getting a destiny. So we have the choice. Animals do not have the choice. Animal only do based on their impulse, but we have a choice. You can see here, animals act by instinct, but they don't have any freedom. If you hit a dog with a stone, it will definitely bark at you or run away. It does not have any third reaction. But somebody hits us, we always have, kind of response, whether we can hit him back or forgive him. Like Lord Jesus Christ said, when somebody hits you at one cheek, you show the other cheek. So it's always a freedom of choice. We can have this choice to react or respond. That's in our hand. Freedom to choose. So that is called as free will. This free will is with us. The animals do not have free will. This free will is always endowed with the human beings by the Lord. And determination. We say, I can't do it. If you say, I can and I can't, in both ways we are right. It's said. Because when you have this determination to do something, we can do it. That's a special prerogative for the human being. If you pursue anything with sincere effort, I can't do it becomes I can do it. That is determination to do the ABC. Ability to inquire, the bliss which you are experiencing, the higher grade of bliss, and the choice to remain dharmic life. These three things we can do in spite of so much difficulties. That is through determination. So this is A, B, C, D. So determination to do ABC. However is special, we are seeing common is seed, sleeping, eating, enjoying and defending. The potential we have as a human being is ability for a higher inquiry. The quality of happiness which we are experiencing should be better than animals. And the choice to live a rightful life and the determination to pursue the ABC. So, if we don't explore this potential, ABCD, then we are simply well-dressed, sophisticated, pasubir samana, two-legged animals. This is what the Mahabharata says. Ahara nidra paya maitunam cha samane iti pasubir naranam dharmo hi tesham adhiko vishesho dharme hina pasubir samanam. If the dharma is not there, if you don't pursue the dharma with determination, then pasubir samana. We are also having coat and suit, but we are actually called as the two-legged animals because we are only concentrating on eating, mating, sleeping and defending. We don't have any higher purpose in life. So, in fact, even man becomes not only animal, worse than an animal. Why? Because human beings becomes more miserable than animals. In what way? Human beings take sleeping pills. Animals don't take sleeping pills for sleeping. We have like scarcity, threat, war, disease, outbreak, heartbreaks, stress management programs, addictions, addiction to alcohol, addiction to many unwanted habits. And finally, sometimes we are not able to cope up the life. People are able to give up their life, suicide. Of course, scripture says suicide is thoroughly condemned because if a person willfully gives up his life before his quota, he will be just roaming as a ghost till the quota of life is completed. Here, he will not get physical body, but with a subtle body, he will be roaming in this world till the quota of his life has to be experienced. So, suicide, they are saying, is more harsh than physical suffering. Okay, so human life versus animal life, what the scriptures are comparing. If you use a Mercedes Benz for plowing a rice field, what will happen? Human life is compared to a Mercedes car and animal life is compared to a tractor. Tractor is used for plowing, right? But if you use a costliest Mercedes Porsche car, what will happen? Human being is meant for higher pleasure. So it is said that the materialist person is a person who is experiencing, trying to search happiness outside. But a spiritualist is a person who is actually experiencing happiness, searching happiness and experiencing happiness inside. So human, we are actually supposed to be happy because we are searching for happiness. But that happiness, we should search in a higher grade of happiness and within ourselves. That is a true and permanent everlasting happiness. When we search outside, it may end or give opposite result at any time. So, continuing this, how are we special? We saw sleeping, eating, enjoying, defending, difference, ability to higher inquiry, amount of quality of happiness, bliss, choice, and determinations. So now we see we are looking for real happiness. What is stopping our happiness? There are a lot of problems we are facing. Suppose I get a disease, it will stop my happiness. So the problems are there in this world. Now we want to have happy. The war has stopped many of our happiness. We are not able to travel. We are not able to see the loved ones. We are not able to participate in many of the important events. So the problem is there. It stops my happiness. So what is stopping the happiness? We can see, and how to achieve the real happiness, and what is the permanent solution. So this is the biggest puzzle in our life. So what is the goal of your life? Definitely, undoubtedly, we all know we are all pursuing for happiness. There is no doubt in this. Nobody has any doubt. And in this happiness, when we say my goal is happiness, there are two kinds of happiness we are experiencing in this world. One is called relative happiness, and other is called real happiness. So we should remember all this. There are two kinds of happiness in this world. One is called relative happiness. Our goal is happiness, but this world has two kinds of happiness, relative happiness and real happiness. So what is real happiness? Real happiness has these four qualities. It is permanent, because when you say relative happiness, it is temporary. When you watch a movie, you feel 3 hours happy. If at all the movie is good, otherwise you're not happy 3 hours also. So after coming out of the movie, you have to deal with this world which is full of problems. So real happiness means it should be permanent. Not only permanent, you should keep on increasing. Like if you take a gulab jamun, you are very happy. But the first gulab jamun, second gulab jamun, third, you are very happy. Go to the 10, go to the 10 to 20th gulab jamun, you will start vomiting. You will feel vomiting sensation if you see gulab jamun. Any sweet, whichever is favorite to you, how far you can take. So the happiness keeps decreasing, but the real happiness keeps increasing. Anandam Buddhi Vardhanam. And it can be shared with the loved ones. This is the quality of real happiness. It can be shared with our loved ones, and it is variety. In English, there is a saying that variety is the mother of enjoyment. Unless there is no, if it is monotonous, we feel bored. Same thing, same every day, same food. We are not feeling happy. We have variety. Variety is the mother of enjoyment. So these are the four qualities which are actually qualities of real happiness: permanent, ever increasing, shared with loved ones, and variety. Do we want it? Of course. Who will say unless we are crazy? We all want a happiness which is permanent in our life, which will be increasing day to day, and which can be shared. So it is said that happiness multiplies when we share, and the sorrow gets divided when you share. So that happiness should be shared with loved ones, and it should be variety. Variety is the mother of enjoyment. So if these characteristics are absent, then it is called as relative happiness. Simple. Real happiness, we know. If the happiness is temporary, it is decreasing over a period of time, we cannot share it, and there is no variety. Same thing, sleeping, eating, then this become relative happiness. So relative happiness you will get by solving relative problems. Real happiness you will get by solving real problems. This is a very important point. When we want relative happiness, which is having the four qualities, we have to, if we solve the relative problem, we'll get relative happiness. If we solve the real problem, you'll get real happiness. So now we know what is relative problem. So from, we understood from relative happiness, you solve relative problem, you get real relative happiness. So what is relative problem? One's man's food is another man's poison. Example, if I am going with a toothache to a dentist, private clinic, the dentist is very happy because he is going to get fees, tremendous fees. Dental treatments are very costly. He may charge you 20,000, 25,000 for one visit. He is very happy because his clinic is getting money. But you are suffering in pain. You are feeling when the treatment will finish, when I will go home, when I will be able to take my food. I am suffering, I am crying out of pain. So you are miserable. The other person is very happy. So this is called relative. One's man's food is another man's poison. See, the example is given, dentist and toothache. Rich man and hill station. A person very rich in the city, he always wants to go to a hill station have a posh bungalow there, just relaxed by the lush green forest, rivers, cuckoo birds. He aspires for that. He don't want to just be always in constant stress with dealing with so many meetings and so many headaches, so many stress. So, but a person in the hill station who is already living in the hill station, what does he think? You will think, when I see these persons are very rich, they are coming in a Porsche car, I am walking every day. When will I go to the city and have a life like him? So this is in English, it is called the grass on the other side looks green. People in India, they want to go to America because America looks very green. Once going to America, they understand there are so many problems. There is drug problem, there is shooting problem. Then they are seeing, oh, people in India, they're very, India, there is treatment is very less and there is very expensive. They say, oh, people in India, they are having very, cheaper living, but I am earning so much, but I am not able to save so much tax. I'm just giving an example. It does not only apply to America. Anywhere in the world, other side always looks green for us. This is human psychology. An umbrella shop and vegetable seller. The vegetable person is selling. When there is rain, the vegetable seller is cursing because his business is interrupted. But the umbrella shop owner is very happy because many people are coming to buy the umbrella. So, relative problem is one person is happy, but the other person is suffering because of the same thing. So, what is real problem? Here we can see real problem has three qualities. Common to all, no one wants it, and everybody gets it. Maybe in the first class, there are so many terminologies we are discussing. You may not be able to sometimes understand. Maybe you need to hear it again. We will share the recording. You can, if you want, you can hear at least a specific slide what we are discussing. Because we are discussing in 60 to 70, 90 minutes. I may be going a little fast in the interest of time. But if you want, you can read or analyze or contemplate on these points again, whether whatever we are speaking is true. Does it make sense? And then you can contemplate and see what is your thoughts on this. And you can very well, next session, you can ask questions why it is said like that. Okay. So what is the real problem? The real problem qualities are, it is common to all, means everybody in this world has to undergo this problem. It is not like one man's food is another man's poison, like the dentist and the person, the patient. No, it's not like that. Here, everybody will have this problem, common to all. But only it is common to all. No, nobody wants this problem. Everybody goes to temple, prays to God, tries their best to avoid this problem. But everybody will get it. This is the Sastra Chakshu. We are seeing this world now, not by our physical eyes, through the eyes of the scriptures, through the eyes of Bhagavad Gita, through the wisdom of Bhagavad Gita. So let us discuss the various problems in this world. Are they real or relative problems? This is an exercise. Of course, it will take some time. There are so many like job, losing a job. It's a problem for one person, but another person is getting a job in the same place. He is very happy. Dentist. So many things are there. There are relative problems are there. One party is winning the match. They are very happy, but the other party is suffering. One party, there is election time, going to win now. They are very happy, but the other loser party, they are very morose. So these are winning an election, losing a job, going to hospital, private clinic. These are all actually relative problems. And there are also some problems which are very real in this world. So let us see what are the real problems that we go through in this life. First is called birth. We are all very happy when somebody is taking birth in our family. We are all celebrating. Of course, it's a nice event. But the child itself is not happy. You can see. There is no record in this world since the beginning of creation. Any child has come out smiling from the womb of his mother. Every child cries. Why does a child cry if it is coming to a very good place? And it is said, the scriptures are saying, it may be harsh. You may feel why it is so much portrayed negatively, but this is a harsh reality. The child is in the womb, within a box. We can see the embryo. Imagine if somebody will put us in a box for one day or for even 5 hours. How do you feel? We feel cramped. There is something called claustrophobic. What is claustrophobic meaning? If you are in a confined space, some people become so fearful. It's called claustrophobic or confined space. So the embryo is a confined space where within the womb, the child is there for 9 months. And we can understand the position of the child. So much of trouble, and it is upside down. Whatever the mother eats, that part of the food is being nourished to the child. Gradually, the child has to undergo a lot of difficulties, and without difficulties, the child starts kicking because it wants to come out. The mother can feel that sensation. So birth itself is a painful process. Okay. So we can understand, even though we celebrate, of course, we are happy when a child is born, but the child experiences tremendous pain when it is inside the womb and when it is coming out of the womb. And of course, after coming to the world, as we are all now searching for happiness, the child starts searching happiness. Okay, then death, of course, this everybody can relate. Of course, birth, baby, will not, we all forget now birth. This long time before we taken birth, we don't remember that birth is a painful process. Neither the mother nor the child. Okay, but death, the scripture says death is another painful process, which nobody want. Even people when they are 75, 80, there is a life challenge of their the life hair. Immediately they are taken to ICU to save them because nobody want to die. Everybody tries their best to live longer through some support system, medical support system. So death is a very painful process because the soul has to leave the body, and the soul, when it's leaving, definitely it's painful for the person as well as for the relatives, for the family members. It's an agonizing thing. We all know. We all seen at least heard death or seen death. Somebody in our immediate surroundings, family members. So we all know how much it is a painful thing in our life, in everyone's life. And everybody has to face this death. Nobody can say, I am insured from death. No. Whether it is a president of a country or a coolie in the street. Old age, of course, this is also very related. Nobody wants to become old. As soon as they see a patch of white hair, they become so disturbed. Immediately they apply dye. They don't want to become old. Even if you see in the WhatsApp profile picture, people put their young photos. They don't want to put their photo which they don't look good with gray hair, the fallen teeth or wrinkled face. Nobody likes. Everybody goes for treatment for facelift surgery. Everybody want to look young, and if at all somebody looks young, they are getting appreciated. They speak about how to become young. There is millions of views in the social YouTube because everybody want to know their secret how they are looking young. So we all know nobody wants to become old, and old age comes with its own quota of pain, knee pain, chest pain. There's kind of so many pains, headache, and so many kinds of things. Old age does not only come physical appearance. There is so much mental disturbances, and there is so much of physical pain also associated with old age. So much that we cannot even take care of ourselves properly. It is said that when we become old, we cannot cut our own nails because the nail become harder, and your power of your grip in your hand will not be stronger as we are now. So one side you are losing the power of grip to press the nail cutter. One side your nail also becomes harder. Sometimes they throw the nail cutter. That's why sometimes old people you see they don't cut the nails because it's difficult for them. So much we can see our own people like family members when they are becoming old, they're struggling with so much pain in the body to get up, to get down. When we are young, we climb 4 stairs together. At one step, you will jump to 4 stairs. But when you are old, just climb 1 stair and wait for 10 minutes to go to the next stair. So that is a pain, inevitable pain associated with the old age, with our physical appearance, also the bodily pain. So the last one is actually disease. Disease has no mercy for anyone in this world. Whether it is young or old, the disease is not having any mercy. Like if you touch a fire, the fire will not see it is a young person. Child is touching the fire, I will not burn. No, there is no mercy from fire. It's like that disease, nobody is exempted. Everybody is undergoing physical discomfort in form of diseases. There is a liver problem, there is a lung problem, there is a heart problem, there is a tumor problem, cancer problem. You can't keep listing. The whole notebook is not enough to list out the number of diseases a human being is facing. So there are doctors, specialized doctors coming. Only you take eye or ear, there are thousands and thousands of diseases only for one organ in our body. We or never go to God asking, we never ask God, God give me disease. We always pray to God that we want to be healthy. We go for walking, we go for gym. Why? We want to live healthy. We don't want disease. But that is forced on us. Whether it is death, old age, disease, or birth. We never pray to God that we should take birth in this material world. Nobody. We are all forced into this world. So, scriptures are telling, Janma Mrittu Jaravyadi Dukkha Doshanu Darshanam. Bhagavad Gita 13 chapter, verse number 9. Janma, Mrityu, birth, death, Jara, old age, Vyadi, Dukkha, misery, Dosha, Anudarshanam. See the real problems in this world. Darshan means have the reality concept. Now you may think, Why so much? We are telling search for happiness and we are talking so much about negative. Many people become disturbed after the first class of journey of self-discovery. So even in the earlier classes when I was taking, somebody said, let us, destroy this whole world. No need any creation, no need any life. But unfortunately, it is not in our hand. Creation is in the hand of God. Destruction is also in the hand of God. Maintenance also in his heart. We are just in this world. According to the nature laws, we are surviving here. So somebody may ask now question, why we are so much pessimistic about life? We are not actually pessimistic. Scriptures are saying, like if you are traveling in a boat, if there is a hole in the boat and somebody is claiming there is hole in the boat is sinking. The other person is shouting, don't be pessimistic, be optimistic. No, hole is there. Hole is there, it will sink very soon. Let us escape from this before the ship gets drowned or the boats get drowned. So it is not actually a negative perception or pessimistic view. It is a realistic view of this world. Neither optimistic nor pessimistic, but realistic view of this world is there is birth, death, old age, and disease. Nobody can challenge this. Nobody can say, no, there is no birth, there is no pain, disease. Nobody can say like that. So scriptures are saying like that. Now again, there may be again argument. See, birth, death, old age, disease are coming, once in a lifetime, once in a blue moon. Why are you making a big hype out of this? Birth is only one time. That also we forgot. It is painful. I never know. Even I never know that birth is painful because I forgot. So death will come after some time. We do not know. Sometimes I will die peacefully also. When I sleep, next day I don't wake up. So there is maybe no pain. Then there is old age. Not now. I am in the mid of 40s. Maybe after 10 years, 15 years. When it comes, I will see. And disease, I am perfectly healthy. There is no cholesterol, no BP. So why do you make great fuss about this? No, the scriptures are saying three more things. Buy 4, get 3 free. Saying there are 3 more miseries called Adhyatmika Klesha, Adibhautika Klesha, Adidevika Klesha. Klesha means misery. Adi Atmika means we are tormented constantly or harassed from womb to the tomb every second by our mind and body. That is called technically in Sanskrit Adi Atmika Klesha. Klesha means suffering. One's own misery arising due to one's own body and mind. What are the miseries arising by your body? I said so many problems are there. We have headache. Sometimes we want to do something. The body is not cooperating. We want to get up early in the morning. The body may not cooperate. So many problems associated with the body. We all know. We are all going to hospital regularly. We know what kind of problems our body is giving us. It gives us pleasure, undoubtedly, but pain is more than pleasure in our body. Suppose I eat an ice cream, I will experience pleasure for 10 minutes. But if my finger is cut because of an accidental by a knife, that pain will be there for 1 month in my finger. So the pain experienced by the body is more than the pleasure experienced by the body. And mind, there is stress, there is, so much we are experiencing through mind, through anger, through stress, through jealousy, through greediness. And sometimes we are not, we don't feel so much stressed out. People, because of their mind is so much out of control, people end their life by suicide. We are always reading in the newspaper, so many people committed suicide per hour around the world because they are not able to cope up with their mind. It is not the body is committing, body is not propelling for suicide. Nobody dies because of body problem. But many people commit suicide because of the mental problem. Mind will make so much. Mind will propel us so much that it will tell you are useless to live in this world. Better end your life. So this is a very harsh reality of this world. Next is Adi Bhautika. Misery due to other living entities. Maybe a snake or maybe a mosquito or maybe a neighbor or a relative or a boss in the office. Anybody outside you. So we know the story of Alexander the Great. He conquered the entire world. But when he came, I think, to India, if I'm not wrong, he was bitten by a mosquito and he got malaria and he died. Alexander the Great just left his body because of a small mosquito. He was not able to defeat a mosquito finally. So that is a misery due to other living entities. Not only it is from animals, it is also from our, maybe any person who is causing harm or trouble to us in the form of a neighbor, relative, family members, or maybe in the company, peers, or relatives. Anybody. Adibhautika Klesha. So even if you escape Adibhautika, Adhyatmika, Adibhautika will torment us. Then there is Adi Daivika, misery due to higher powers or natural disasters, tornado, flood. Every time you open BBC, we'll always see every day on news some natural disaster, any part of the corner of the world. Every day, almost every week we can see tornado, flood in this country, wildfires, forest fires, earthquake. Recently also there was a big earthquake. Drought is there, famine is there. We know all the famous tsunami is there. COVID was there. COVID was actually Adibhautika, not Adidevika, because it was due to the virus. Adibhautika means other living entities. And then there is typhoon. There's so much, landslide. Earthquake is actually major disaster, we can say, because earthquake completely rips everything. And everything is gone inside the earth. And the people who are trapped, they are going to be very, somebody has, only God can save them. So we always pray, we should not have any natural disaster. And now also natural part is climatic, the climate change because of the pollution. We get global warming. Even they say now the hill stations are very hot. So that much situation has come now. Nobody can deny that. So these are actually Adi Daivika, misery due to nature or misery due to higher powers in this world, universe. So birth, death, old age, disease are the four coming occasionally. But regularly we get this Adi Atmika Klesha, Adi Devika, Adi Atmika, Adi Bhautika, Adi Devika Klesha. So we are being harassed in this world by these constant miseries. So apart from this, there is always danger in this world, uncertainty in this world. So many problems Jivatma has to face in this world from his birth. That's why the child is crying when it is coming to the world. We know it's not a good place. Now we understood from Shastra what are the real problems. Janma Mrityu Jaravyadi Dukkha Doshanu Darshanam. Adhyatmika Klesha, Adibhautika, Adidevika. And now, if at all, how to get a permanent solution. If you want real happiness, you should solve the permanent problems, which nobody wanted, nobody can avoid it. It is common to all. These are the real problems. And when you solve the real problem, you will experience the real happiness, which is the topic of today's session, the happiness equation. How to achieve real happiness, which we are anchoring for from birth. So the root cause of all our problem, like if we have a boil, you only apply an ointment on the surface. It is going to repeat again and again if there is an internal problem, if there is a blood problem. So we need to take a permanent solution, blood purifier injection, in order to permanently get cured. Just by applying a superficial cream on the skin may solve purpose temporarily, but the boil will come in another area. So like that, you are actually, the modern technology is only actually a painkiller. Medicine cures a disease from the root. Like we say Ayurveda. Ayurveda cures from the root without any side effects. So many people are turning to Ayurveda. So painkiller only gives a superficial relief from the pain of the disease. When you have toothache, we put a painkiller and we feel, oh, no more tooth pain. I'm very happy now. But after 8 hours, the pain again comes back. Then again we run to the dentist. So painkiller is a superficial relief. So what are the advantages and disadvantages of the painkiller? Advantages is actually you get instant relief from the pain. Of course, we know that. We want that also. It is cheap and easily available. Just go to the nearby pharmacy. You get, it's very cheap. It's not expensive and it is easily available. But what are the disadvantages of painkiller? Side effects. You repeatedly giving the painkiller, maybe your kidney is overworked, the liver is overworked, and it may get failed because you are taking some strong medicines. No permanent cure because the pain repeats after the painkiller. And sometimes the disease gets worse because it becomes chronic. So these are the painkillers in today's modern world. We can see what are the painkillers. Scientific advancement in sense gratification. This is one painkiller. Mental tricks like positive thinking. This is another painkiller. Then superficial rituals. This is also another painkiller. Let us see one by one painkiller. Like we have so much of advancement in scientific. Does this solve the problem? We invented automobiles to solve the problem of transportation, fast transportation. But now we are facing many problems because of that. It did solve our problem of transportation, no doubt about that. But what did the problems created by that? It's only a temporary relief, no permanent solution. It is having problems, side effects. What are the side effects? Pollution, global warming, carbon footprint. The ozone layer is getting hole because of the carbon emission coming from the jet engines, from the car emissions, from the industries. Everything is getting polluted. And future, they say the UV rays will enter inside and then people will get skin cancer because the filter mechanism is destroyed because of pollution. So we are having green revolution. So to plant more trees. And second is that accidents on the road. Any road accident is major. It does not go minor, right? Everybody goes in the automobile. We are praying that we should reach home safely. Whenever we are traveling, we are chanting also Narsimha mantra to travel safely and come back home. Because any accident on a roadway which is going at 120 km per hour, it's become a big disaster. So pollution, traffic jam, pollution, accidents, like that. There are so many. So only just one example. You can analyze like that any material solution, what kind of problems it comes. So we had 1990 a big TV television with big size. And 2008 we have the person has become big. The screen has become flat, very thin. This technology. Problem, scientific solution. Old age is actually white hair. We use a hair dye to cover it up. Scientific solution. Old age, wrinkles on face. We use a facelift. Disease, back pain, stomach pain. Use painkillers. Breathlessness and death. Use oxygen tubes. Life support system. These are some of the scientific solution. Then we have huge information. Anything we have. Too much information in the internet. You have now Chat GPT, Gemini, artificial intelligence. Any information you want, within a fraction of a second, you can get it at your fingertip. Quick communication, global connectivity. We can talk to our loved ones with video call. It's all good, right? But what are the problem? Health issues. Every child is wearing a specs now. Hardly when our time, we see in a classroom, maybe one or two is wearing. I have vision problems. One or two will have specs. These are practical experience. Everybody knows. Who are attending this class, we know. But today, every other alternative child is wearing a specs because seeing so much screen time and lack of outdoor, this thing, we get vision problem. We wear specs. Impersonalism, people, everything they do, order online. We don't communicate with our neighbors also. Pornography, bigger addiction. People, sometimes we protect our children not to watch. But everything, internet is filled with all these bad things, negative elements, which can affect their mind. So that's why many parents, they keep their children very busy in order to avoid or get trapped by all these kind of issues. So today's technology, we'll see a short, interesting video. We can see here a very nice video to relate what is our current position. Let me.
Playing jazz.
Playing jazz.
Smoothie.
Making smoothie.
Calendar.
No meetings today. Remember, tandläkare at 9:30.
Fire off.
Fire off.
Open door.
Door open.
Så ska vi sätta en till.
Ja. Open door.
Wrong voice command.
Open door.
Wrong voice command.
Open. Open door.
Repeat that.
Open door.
I didn't understand that.
Hey! Open door!
Play on the floor.
Get on the floor! Open the door!
Wrong
Open the
voice
door!
command. Error.
Hey, you with a rock? Open door. Open door. Open door. Open door. Higher.
Higher volume.
Higher.
Higher.
Sorry, on a lighter note, we see technology, of course, helps us in a lot of ways. We are not criticizing the technology. But it has its own side effects, as we see in this video. Sometimes it makes a problem. It's a superficial painkiller, which we forget our real problem and we get engrossed in that. So that is the message here. So second kind of painkiller is mental tricks. Think positive. There's Dale Carnegie books. How to win over friends, how to think positive. It's all good. We read, we get like inflated, with so much happiness. But what happens? Dale Carnegie himself was depressed. And you can see here, positive thinking. You can check in the net, he committed suicide because of depression. Neuro-linguistic program forum, you can win books, like Shiv Khera, so many things. Like it is giving you some kind of boost. But ultimately, if a near and dear one passes, what happens? How the positive thinking can help us? It will not help. And superficial religions. Okay, we have some religious programs in the TV, Katha, just to morning time, we put that, to hear something from spiritual, religious, and it's like empty and burdensome. So it may not help us for a long run. Just we do it as much a mere formality so that no disturbance comes in our life. Morning, we want to hear something devotional. After that, we'll just keep enjoying the life because I don't want any hindrance. I don't want God to become angry. So let me please him by just offering agarbatti. But I'm not interested in him, but I am interested in my enjoyment. But let him not come interfere with my enjoyment. So I'll just make him happy by offering an agarbatti physically. So like that kind of burdensome is there. We can see like that we are marching at a very tremendous speed. Modern our current generation, they have names Gen Z, Gen Alpha, Gen Beta, like that. Tremendous speed. But do we know where we are marching towards? Speed without direction. So we should, what is the permanent solution? Is the question now. We already identified the problems. So far, in the quest of our happiness, we have discussed so many problems which are existent in this world. Now we identified the real problems. Let us see what is the permanent solution which is spoken in Bhagavad Gita. Bhagavad Gita says, we are the lost son of a millionaire father. You see the child? Very depressing, disturbing to see this image. Any child cries, we feel very disturbed, right? And when there is a disaster like that, the child is crying. It's a real photo. We are like the lost son. Our position is like that of a millionaire father. We have to be in connection with our father. Then we can experience the love, care, affection, and the happiness which we are looking for. So, with that, we have to understand that we have to revive our eternal relationship with the Father God to become truly happy. This is the message of today's session, that we need to work out on this as per the instructions from Bhagavad Gita. Just taking a painkiller will not solve the problem. We need to go deeper into the problem, analyze the real problems, and just do not stop with the superficial solutions. Person one. So if there's a person one who just involves in sense gratification, and there's a person two who is doing mental tricks just to motivate you, keep motivated, keep going. And there is some third person who is doing some kind of yajna, superficial, just to keep him happy and to make this one. But our real solution is to get connected with the Lord, go back home to the real Father. So, if when we talk about the real Father, we have to understand one important point. Does really real Father is there? Should we, if at all there is a real Father, then only we should connect. So that will be the second session. Does God really exist? Okay, because we are now connecting. We should connect with our Father, who is God. And if at all there is a God, then only we can connect with Him, right? If there is no God, then why should we connect with Him? So that one we will see here. And there is, I think this video is not playing. Let me see if this video will play. Okay. This video is not playing. Anyway, next session I will put this video. It's a nice video also. So with this, I think we are almost coming to the last few slides. Something searching for the right thing. We are, of course, happiness is our birthright. We are searching that. We are entitled for that. That's a right goal. That is not wrong choice. It is a right intention, right goal. But we are searching in the wrong place. Okay. The right goal, we are searching in the wrong place. So see here we are seeing somebody is walking in the desert looking for the drop of for the water. So here you can see this is called Bhojanalaya. Bhojanalaya means, Alaya means house, Bhojana means eating. What is Bhojanalaya meaning? A place where you can eat. In English, we call it as hotel or restaurant. In Sanskrit, it's called as Bhojanalaya. This is place of drinking, a place liquor shop, Madiralaya in Sanskrit. Okay. Alaya means house, Madira means liquor. And this is a place where we study, university or school, Vidyalaya. Alaya means house, Vidya means knowledge, where you get knowledge. And this is library, Granthalaya, place of books. Why do we give all these examples? Because Krishna certifies this world as Dukhalaya. Alaya means house, Dukha means misery, and Ashashvatam. Here comes the point. In 8th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, Krishna certifies this world as like Dukhalayam Ashashvatam. whenever there is a guarantee certificate, the manufacturer gives some certificate. Here the creator has labeled this place as Dukkhalayam and Ashashvatam. Dukkhalayam means a place abode of misery. Ashashvata means even if you experience some kind of happiness, it is temporary. Ashashvata means temporary. So now, human beings, we are having higher intelligence to find out why this higher intelligence is given to us by God, to find out the cause for our suffering. When you have a stomach problem, as soon as you have a stomach problem, one day you are tolerating, second day you are going to the doctor and ask, what is wrong with me? The doctor is asking, what did you eat yesterday? Then he's finding out the reason for stomach pain. So like that, sometimes suffering is good. Suffering is an impetus to find out the solution. We know that we are suffering from the first session. Now we are going to find out the solution. We have approached the right doctor, Bhagavad Gita, the wisdom of Bhagavad Gita, to know how can I cure from this suffering? How can I experience permanent happiness? To inquire why I am created in this world. Sometimes we ask, why did I take birth? There is sometimes looks no meaning. Everybody is just looking for money. Sometimes people renounce the money also. Sometimes wealthy people, they throw the money and become monk. I have seen many cases like that. So, to inquire the purpose of life. Third, the higher intelligence is given is to harmonize our life with God and nature. To become in sync with our life, we have to be nature friendly, not plastic friendly. And we have to be harmonizing our life with the teachings of God. And finally, the most important is to attain eternal happiness. So these are the four things. So these are the four things why we are given higher intelligence than animals. Animals also have intelligence, but their intelligence is used only for seed, sleeping, how to sleep, how to eat, how to mate, how to defend. They are also using intelligence. But our intelligence is still higher, and it should be used for these four things: to find out the cause of suffering, to inquire on the purpose of life, to harmonize our life with God and nature, to attain eternal happiness. So, Bhagavad Gita educates us about the 7 real problems: Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadi, Dukkha, Doshanu, Darshanam, birth, death, old age, and disease, and also gives the solution to overcome. So, as I said, first session may be disturbing because we are only seeing the problem, magnified the problem from the eyes of the scripture, Shastra Chakshu. But in coming sessions, we are going to discover the solution, the practical solutions, how to resolve this problem, how to experience inner peace and to experience the joy and happiness by utilizing our higher intelligence in sync with Krishna or God. So the summary, how are you special? Common, sleeping, eating, enjoying, defending. Difference is ABCD, ability to inquire. Bliss, the quality of happiness. Choice and determination to pursue the ABC. And in that quest, we saw there are two kinds of problem. Relative problem, once man food is another's poison. And the real problems, which are the real problems, Janma, Mrityu, Jara, Vyadi. And how to achieve real problem is to solve and how to get a permanent solution. This is the quest. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So thank you for attending this session. So we will meet again the next session, which is actually discussing on a topic about does God exist? This will be the next session. I will just share the screen just to give you a preview of what we are going to see the next week. Yeah. So I think we are right on time. Yes. So this is the next session we are going to see. Thus,
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Yes, this is the next session. So, now we have any questions, any doubts, any comments, or any realizations, please feel free to share. It's not like an official like this. We are all traveling in the same boat. We all got this knowledge of Bhagavad Gita, and we feel that this is the right knowledge. It will help us to go march towards the right direction, and it will give us peace, everlasting peace, happiness and peace. With that complete absolute faith, we are sharing this knowledge, and hopefully you will have your own understanding and realization as well. So please feel free to share, or if you have any questions or comments on whatever is discussed on today's session, you are free to highlight that or ask that. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Prabhuji, for your wonderful,
Hare.
wonderful as always, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Anyone would like to ask any questions or comments? Please. Ramachandran Prabhuji, you would like to say something? Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
I think everybody is shocked with the first session.
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Bol.
It happens naturally because we should know what are the problems first. Then only we can solve it. If we do not know the
Correct,
problem,
Prabhuji. Yes.
then
We are not even thinking about the problems, but we are trying to solve all the
cover up.
problems. To
Yeah,
cover up,
solve the
yes, yes.
problem.
Solve the
Yeah.
problems. That is our main matter.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Sandatpurnam Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Gopu Prabhu, Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, thank you very much for the classes, Prabhuji. Effort.
Hare. Thank you,
Third time,
Prabhu.
I
All
am
glories to
attending
Srila
same class.
Prabhupada. Yes, yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, third time I am attending, Prabhuji, this class.
Oh, third
But
time. Like we
yeah,
see
I
the
feel
movie
like
first time, second time, third time you are watching. The third time you are attending.
from you, third time from you, Prabhuji.
Hare Bol, Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu.
Okay, but I feel like it's refreshing like that, Prabhuji. Recalling like
refreshing. And reminding us also about the harsh,
Yes,
whatever things we have to follow. Yes.
But I have only one suggestion, brother. This is, I feel like this is the basic thing. So it's
Yeah.
not high level philosophy. So everybody
Yeah.
can understand this. So I see lots of the devotees is attended this one.
Okay.
The new devotee, we have to invite more. They have to
Yes.
learn. So more than our devotee, ISKCON devotee, new devotee, we have to bring.
Yes.
At
Agreed.
least
Fully true.
one ISKCON devotee have to bring new devotee.
Yes. I think we have shared it, the invitation in many groups. So naturally, spiritual life, people are very little bit hesitating, because it depends on the interest of the individuals. But we are reaching out. We have shared the invitation. Mataji has shared, and actually Mataji has taken the initiation. Of course, there are new devotees also in this forum, in this session. And of course, there will be a recording also, which will be shared. Maybe somebody was, maybe due to some reason, they may not be able to attend today. We will share. Maybe they will also get benefited by hearing that session. And definitely, Prabhu, and coming weeks, we'll also share again you can also share to your known people and friends or family members.
Yes,
Definitely,
definitely,
they
bro.
can also get benefited by these sessions, because we are just giving the Bhagavad Gita knowledge as it is. Nothing is our own interpretation. As it is, I said, Janma Mrityu Jaravyadi Dukkha Doshana Darsha. This is Krishna's Vani in 13th chapter of 9th verse in Bhagavad Gita. So whatever discussed here, it is just the words of Krishna. Dukkhalaya Mashashvatam, also the word of Krishna used in the Bhagavad Gita. So we are presenting, like Prabhupada said, like a postmaster is presenting a post. Just like that, we are just taking the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita and handing over. And the fortunate souls, they are able to get the message, and they are trying to get connected to the Lord through this wonderful process of devotional service. And definitely we can share it, Prabhu, to your friends and family
Yes,
members.
sure.
And we are also sharing.
Definitely, bro.
We can share in the common groups, material groups, which are and people are
Yes,
interested. And Krishna also says in Bhagavad Gita that Manushanam Sahasreshu Kasti Detati Siddhaya Yatatam Api Siddhanam Kastin Mameti Tattvatah. Manushanam Sahasreshu means out of the thousands of people, Sahasreshu, Kasti Detati, hardly people will be interested to know about God. Very few. And even among the people who are minority who want to know God, because here people are more focused on dharma, artha, kama, okay, about enjoyment, earning, and just be happy in this material, whatever God has supplied here. So among the people, Manushanam Sahasreshu, few people only will be interested in spiritual life. And out of few people who are interested also, it is a little more difficult for them to progress further if they don't take the right shelter, like the knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. But if you take the right process, definitely, as I said, if you take one step towards God, He takes 100 steps towards you. So in that way, naturally, spiritual things will have a slow start, but it will have a tremendous progress in the future. Like Prabhupada started with a handful of devotees, the ISKCON movement in America, but now we have more than 850 temples all around the world. There are so many more, devotees practicing all around the world. Like you are practicing, everybody is practicing. But in the beginning, it was always a small gathering. So it always starts like that, and then it grows for a period of time. Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you for your feedback. Definitely we'll consider that. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Broji. Thank you, Broji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. And Prabhuji,
Yes.
anything would like to add,
Yeah.
Prabhuji? Hare Krishna.
So we would like, as I said before, thank you for all attending this session. And definitely the first session you will not be able to understand. As I said, it is like a puzzle, jigsaw puzzle. You need to attend all the 6 sessions to get the complete overview, the practical solutions. And it is not difficult solution. It is a very, very simple solution which we are going to give at the end of the last session. So we need to know about karma. We need to know about reincarnation. We need to know about many, many things which are going to. This is only an introductory session, identifying the basic things from our life. And please attend the following sessions in coming weeks. Only 6 sessions. Definitely is not a difficult task to attend, and it's very less time. So please attend the next Saturday evening, same time, 7 p.m. here local time and 8 p.m. UAE time, and get the enlightened wisdom from the Bhagavad Gita. Hare Krishna. So thank you
Hare
all for
Krishna.
attending. We pray for
Thank
all
you,
of you
Prabhuji.
for your spiritual progress also. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, Shruti Mataji, Hare Krishna. Would like to.
Hare Krishna.
Anish Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. This is our first
Hare
time we are attending, and would like to thank Mataji for taking the initiative. Myself and my wife,
Prabhuji, I don't do
Shruti.
anything.
Haribol.
So,
Thanks,
I have-
Shruti, to Shiguna Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yes,
Thank you.
Prabhuji.
So
You are the
today-
instrument in delivering that. So credit goes to you. Hare Krishna.
Hari
Yes,
Bol,
no,
Prabhuji, all
thank you.
leadership.
So today we learned about the problems. So hopefully, over the course of the sessions, we will understand the solutions and
Yes,
the other
definitely.
learnings also. Yeah,
That's
thank
the
you.
aim of this program, to get the practical solutions. Hare
Thank you.
Krishna.
Yes.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you,
Thank you.
Anish.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Thank
Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. So,
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Most of the devotees, I think, because some are from India, Prabhuji, because there it's too late, so they left already.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
please.
We can send the
Prabhuji,
recording session, share the
recording
recording.
also. Yes. Many of them had asked also, Prabhuji. Please share the recording. And thank you so much. 1.5 hours, Prabhuji, you spent for us. Let us all thank Prabhuji by chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra once. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare
Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Thank you,
Madam.
Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you all,
Prabhu.
Prabhu, all Matajis, all the participants today, and see you all again next week, Saturday, same time. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So,
Thank you,
receiving
Prabhuji.
Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Yes,
Thank you,
Prabhuji.
Mataji, for wonderfully organizing this.